And welcome back to Let's Play, or welcome back to this current household here with the Millmans in The Sims 3. And as you know, we were doing a bit of a challengey, kind of just like, normal play of the game, and I just kind of do whatever I want. So right now you're going to notice that everyone is not at work and everyone is not at school, and that's because it is a Sunday. I figured I'd do it on a Sunday because then they could all be here and I could show you everything that's going down. So let's start with SM. So SM is still weak quality. I haven't really worked on her quality yet, but as you can tell, she is working on the inventing now. So she's moved up to inventing and it's amazing, and she's actually enjoying it quite a lot, I do believe. The only problem I had was I wasn't actually able to get enough scrap for her. So what I had to do was I had to add another junkyard to the world, so she could go out and get some stuff. Now she has created quite a few inventions here, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you what she's got in a second. But she's got 71 more scrap here, which is pretty good, honestly. Um, I don't see why it wouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like she's worked really, really hard on that. I am gonna let it play while I'm talking, as they're just doing stuff. So she's working on that, and Cheryl, please, please, girl, with the phone, stop it. Um, she's working on that quite a lot, and she just literally like, does that. She maintains her battery power and her maintenance, and she continues to socialize with the family to keep up her social. That's pretty much all she does. She doesn't really have like a lot of relationships outside of the household. She just knows Jack Bunch, and that's pretty much it. So I will go ahead and show you where I placed the other junkyard. I placed it here. It's the one from Appaloosa Plains. It's the pick and pull junkyard. And that's because this one, we had literally depleted the whole thing. Like, there was no more scrap at all. We couldn't get anything from it, so it was better to have it so I could get the scrap that I needed. Um, so far in the inventing, she's at a level 5, and she is working on, or she's made the drinking llama, the smasher, the claw dipper, the rotational pole, the cow toy, the floor hygienator, the tentacled wind up, um, the whale toy, the harvester, and the localized static tester. So she hasn't really done too much. I did keep the floor hygienator, and I did keep the harvester because we are going to use them later on in the challenge, on some things. These little toys, though, I'm going to get rid of, and so be it. That's pretty much what SM has worked on. I haven't really decided if I want SM to get married or whatever, or adopt, or have her own family tree yet. I'm kind of thinking of just keeping it, just her, and, you know, just letting her live a life of pretty much whatever she wants to do. So that was my thought on that. Then we have Derek, who is right now the neighborhood hero. He went down to City Hall and got it where he could okay, he got it where he got like the meeting out front of the building and all that good stuff. So he got that, and he was really excited. And that's our consignments coming in for 9 simoleons, which is nothing too spectacular, but we're sitting on plenty of money. So right now he's sitting at about 33 days away from being an adult. So I do want to reverse his age a little bit with the young adult potion. And we'll see how that goes. But at this point, it's just, whatever. Then we have his relationships, and he knows a lot of people because he's in the firefighter career, so he meets a lot of new people every single day, at the career. So he just is kind of spending time working on his career, and he is at a level 10. He's officially mastered the career, but he's still working on the aspirate, or the life and wish, which he has to rescue 19 more people. Now he did get his own truck and his own fire engine, and he just needs to maintain them, but he can work from home, which I thought was amazing. Good job, SM. So he's been working on that, and just doing all that kind of stuff. He hasn't finished the sculpting yet. He's still working on the prolific sculptor, the master sculptor, and the ice personality, which means he needs to have made at least 35 sculptures. He needs to be the master sculptor. He needs to make 5 in each category, which right now he is working on I think he's working on stone sculptures now, which is fine. He's done all of his metal, he's done all of his ice, and he's done all of his clay. Now he is going to have to do some more ice, but other than that, he does need to do topiary, and that is pretty much it. But for the ice personality, he needs to do 25 of them, and so he needs to do about 20 more. So he's working on that right now, and that's pretty much all that he's working on. He doesn't really have much that he's working on. Sun's up to handing his 3, and she learned the dog toy, so it's cool. He does need to go and work on his opportunity to go dance at the grind for 3 hours, but he'll get that done soon. And I do have just about enough to get the Young Again potion, which is exactly what I want. The Young Again is 70,000. So every single time they can afford this, they get to reverse their age. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have a big challenge that I want them to do. And I know you guys are probably like, why don't you just let them live like a normal life? Because for me, I'm doing that in The Sims 4. You know what I mean? I'm letting them live their normal life. I'm just doing whatever I want to do. And so for this one, it's more of like a challenge. I've let them live their lives in The Sims 3, and then I got error code 12. So this way I'm trying to like keep it fun, keep it interesting for me, and I'm really appreciating. I'm so sorry. I am really appreciating this, so I just want to, do what I want to do. And so that's what he's working on right now. Then we have Cheryl. Cheryl is still 37 days away from aging. Her relationships are with a lot of people, and that is because, as you know, she's been playing chess. She goes to, out to meet a lot of people, and she just has like a blast. So right now she's only a level 6 in her chess career, but she will have to master that before we leave this town, which I do plan to do. Not anytime in like the nearer future, but at some point I do plan to do that. Right now she's still working on sculpting as well, and the only sculptures that she's finished are her clay sculptures and her wood sculptures. And her ice, excuse me. She is working on the last 2 metal sculptures that she has to complete, and so she's working on those ones right now, but she is a bit behind because she's always trying to work on her career a little bit more. So it's fine. She hasn't finished any of the skill challenges, which is kind of sad, but she will get there. Now, her opportunities, she has to befriend, who was it again? Thornton Wolf. Which I already wanted to do because she wanted to become friends with Morgana. So I thought that she could just make friends with Morgana and then go over and visit her and make friends with Thornton. I thought it would be pretty easy. Now she's exactly the same pretty much as Derek. So she's got pretty much the same amounts of stuff going on. Oh, and she's made the SM also made the inventing gnome, which I put on the workbench. So she's got about the same amount of lifetime happiness points, and so when she gets to the point that she can do it as well, she will go ahead. Now, we've got Mr. Daniel up here, who's just sitting at the computer right now because he was just writing, and he just finished his book. But he wants to be... This is the first one I've seen pop in here. The illustrious author. He wants to start writing a book again. Let's go ahead and get you downstairs, buddy, and get you to use the bathroom, and you can eat some of the autumn salad. So he's been working on writing because as a child he can't work on too many skills. So he's mastered the baking. If I show you, he's mastered this. He's mastered the play table. So really for him it's just working on one skill that will later on prove to be what he wants. So he's artistic. I could have him working on painting, but I figured it would be okay if he worked a little bit on writing. That would be fine. So that's kind of what I went ahead and did, is I had him work on that. Now he is 14 days away from being a teenager already, so he's about to be our teen. And I have contemplated whether I want to have Derek and Cheryl have another child or not. I'm on the fence about it. I'm really not 100% sure. I mean, if they risky woohooed or something and they got pregnant, then you know what, so be it. But it's not something that I'm forcing them to go after, and they're not really wanting it, so I'm just kind of letting it, go the way that they want, kind of. I do try to focus a lot on their wishes, especially because it's things that they want and I need them to get the life and happiness points. So we do work a lot on that as well. Now he is best friends with his mother. He is good friends, almost best friends with his dad. Um, and then he doesn't really know SM, but I mean, SM's really hard for him to communicate with because she doesn't have like any social trait or anything. So as a toddler, she didn't get like that boost with him. Um, to go ahead and just like, make friends from the very beginning. So he's kind of struggling to make friends with her, though I thought about having him just like throw a potion at her and become friends, but I don't know. He's kind of leaning towards Beatrice Ursine, which I really wanted him to go for a higher name like the Goths, the Landgrabs, um, the Altos, one of those kinds of kids, because I want to do what happens is when our first child ages up to a young adult, or our next children age up to young adult in the town that we're in, um, whoever is born, like, so if I had more kids born here, whenever all those kids are born, aged up, and they can go ahead and get married, then what I'm going to do from there is, oh my god, it's a unicorn! Is I'm going to go ahead and have them marry someone from the town. So for Daniel, like I said, it could be like Bella or whatever, something like that. And then I thought this was so cool that she made that's what Cheryl made. Um, so I just thought it would be cool to kind of do something like that. And then if I had a girl, then they could go after whoever they wanted, anyways. But he's kind of pushing towards Beatrice Ursine, which is fine with me. I don't know. I was really hoping for a higher name, and I know the Ursines are pretty popular, and whatever. But that's kind of what I was hoping for, was a bigger known name across all Sims, not just like Sims 3. Then he has an A in school, so he's not really like forcing anything else. We're not forcing anything else down his throat about his grades. Like, he's a pretty good kid. He does his homework when he gets home from school without me even telling him. It's pretty amazing. So he's only got level 4 in logic and level 4 in writing. So he's kind of like universal there. He doesn't really know where he's going. And he is working on this opportunity to get the rare elements, which he just needs one emerald gem. Now he's only at 12,000 points, but I mean, he's got until he's a young adult to get points, so he's got plenty of time. And he needs to, let's see, is it out here? Is there an emerald gem out here? There normally isn't. I've been looking for days for this stupid thing. Can't seem to find it. Trying to think if there's anything like too exciting going down in this. I don't really think so. Not that I can think of. But I thought there was something I wanted to mention. Was there something I wanted to mention? I can't remember, to be honest with you. Okay, you want to earn 20,000 simoleon sculpting. You might. And you also need to work on a stone sculpture again. Okay. So he's just working on his fire engine because it's pretty important, and he needs to make sure it gets taken care of every single day. So when he is done, he is going to come inside, and let's just let him take care of his needs, and then he can work one more time on one more sculpture for tonight, and he's working on stone. It does cost 500 each time, so it's really expensive. But if they can get a certain challenge done for that, it actually doesn't cost anything, which is really nice. Anyways, so that's pretty much that. Like I said, he's just been hanging out a lot with Beatrice Ursine. He brings her home from school almost every day. And I don't know. I don't know who he's going to go after or whatever, but he does have quite a big variety, I would say. Now, Cheryl does want to also become friends with the Landgrabs, which I thought was funny because I personally hate Nancy, but she wants to become friends with Joffrey, so I guess I'm okay with that. He did finish handling his first earthquake, and maybe that's what the hero thing is, the neighborhood hero. He did finish his first earthquake, so that was pretty exciting recently, and I was having a lot of fun with it because I haven't actually played this career in a really long time because I've never I haven't went back and played with Cheryl and Derek at this stage in their life. Like they've always been much farther in their life when I played with them. So I really am having fun going back and playing these careers because I wasn't playing them anymore. They were just kind of like living on, you know what I mean? So it's kind of fun to kind of go back and relive these moments and memories and stuff. And now we've got SM to share it with, which I thought was kind of cool. Um, so that's pretty much it. I do hope there's more to talk about in the next um, current households because I feel like this has got to be kind of boring just to hear me ramble on about like the skills that they're building and stuff. But I really don't have anything else that they're really doing at this moment. Now, it will get, to be more scandalous and stuff as the kids age up. I'm sure they'll have like their own flings and stuff, and I'll be able to tell you guys all about that. But at this point, Daniel is a little bit young to be thinking about anything too scandalous. So um, he's just kind of working on whatever he's got to work on. But like I said, we are sitting pretty nicely on money, and this kind of stuff gets you a lot of money when you go ahead and send it in. Yeah, we can help the art students. Um, so when you sell this at the consignment, these things make a lot of money, especially SMs were making like 7,000 from one of these sculptures, so it's pretty amazing. And I think that's what helped us get here. But he does want to go on vacation, so I was kind of thinking of letting them all just take a break from doing skills and just going on a vacation for a little bit and just seeing kind of what happens. Whether they decide to have a baby wall over there or not, that is up to them. Um, but I just kind of thought it'd be nice to kind of, take a break from it and just see kind of what the family does on their own while in China, whether they get in trouble or, whatever. So, guys, if you guys liked it, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to check out the next current household for The Sims 4 coming out on October 15th. So, if you want to check that out, please do so. And if you guys also want to check out the description below, there's a donation link along with things like my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, and my Twitch link. So if you want to check those out, please feel free. And I'll talk to you guys in the very next one. Thanks very much for watching.